Welcome to Wacom and Sackham Outdoors. Today I am on one of my favorite little private lakes and I'm going to do a little challenge. So it's going to take a minute to explain just because of the lake kind of sucks with the size of the fish. But we're doing a 5 bass challenge, 5 fish limit, putting them in a little makeshift live well because I'm a tournament fisherman. I love catching fish, putting them in live wells and weighing them like that. My goal is 5 bass for, get this, 7 pounds. To any of you that tournament fish, you're gonna look at that and say, that's easy, that's really stupid that you're gonna do that. How are you gonna make a video doing that? Well, it's actually gonna be pretty tough because this lake, the size is terrible. There are so many fish out here. Like, there are tons of them. So many bass. You could catch 50 bass and not even one of them, well, you'll catch 1 or 2 of them, but you probably won't catch 5 bass that weigh 1.5 pounds. So it's gonna be a challenge to catch that 5 fish for 7 pounds, I think. I mean, if I catch a good one, because there's a few good ones in here, very few, you don't catch them very often, or I get several decent bites, or decent 1.5 pound bites, I can get to 7 pounds pretty easily. But it's most likely not going to be that easy, especially since I'm not going to have a bunch of time out here and the conditions aren't very good, especially for fall. It's mid-late October, it's like October 21st, I think. It's fall fishing. It's been cold, it's actually warmer today, sunny and warmer. No wind, which is not very good for a fall bite, but I'm gonna try to get them on moving baits, like crankbaits and jerk baits and maybe swim jig or bladed jig mixed in there too. Well, with the conditions, that may not work. I might have to go to a tube or a Ned rig or flipping or something like that. But trying to make this interesting. It's gonna be kind of tough with the size of the fish, but I'll be able to catch a bunch. I don't have much time. I'm gonna quit talking now. I'm gonna catch some of these bass in here and hopefully catch them on moving baits. Fun fish to catch, and let's go. Well, we're gonna start with the old, you can see it, little 1.5 square bill in a natural color. This lake is quite a clear lake and a lot of grass, which makes it kind of fun to fish because it's just a shallow grass fishery for the most part, which makes it fun. And they're not very educated in here, so they're pretty easy to catch for the most part. There's a lot of pike in here too. Ooh, I haven't seen that. That's an interesting spot. Wow, I don't even know what that is. That's like, is that grass or that's the bottom? I don't know if you can see down there. You might actually be able to, but I've never seen that specific stuff right here. It's not a very big lake. It's only like 25 acres-ish. But I'm gonna start off by trying to catch them on a moving bait, like a square bill, which shouldn't be too tough. I mean, maybe, I have no idea. But also one other thing, well, that thing's hunting like absolutely crazy. Something else I forgot to mention in my intro was minimum size of 14 inches. There's one. There he is. He's coming at me. I don't know what he is yet. Fished over a tube. Took me a second. I got a bite. He's just a little guy, I think. Not be a 14 incher. Number 1 though. Got a little belly. A lot of these fish don't have much of a belly out here, but that one had a little belly. I don't know what that is. He's coming at me. Hair bigger. That is not a 14 incher. Not quite big enough. Give it a real quick check. Nope. So easy to let it sink and then just let it sit there and shake it in its face. That guy is not 14, I do not believe. Nope, not even remotely close. That's got a little bit more size to it. It's probably a pike, but if that's a bass, that's gonna be a keeper. Yeah, that is a bass. That is gonna be a keeper. That is the size I'm been looking for. There we go. There's a 14. He choked it. Think he wanted that baby Z2? Down his hatch. Piece of fish. That's number one. He's gonna go right in the box. Sweet. Ooh, that's a bigger fish. Still don't want to weight to him. Oh, it's because it's a snake. Do not like these critters. Get in here. Don't break that line. Snakeity, snake, snake, snake. Do not like these things. That's a pike. Not a bass. Not a very big one though. Maybe. Jerkbait fish. 6 cents per poke. There's one. Feels a little better. No. I do not believe so. Triple grips are awesome, awesome hooks. Not quite. Oh, that's a decent fish. Almost tripped myself. Ooh, that's actually a keeper right there. Thought it was a pike. Nope, that is a bass. That is a 14-incher. Not a bad fish, actually. It's a little skinny, but barely, but he makes it. It's a 14. Number 2. A little bit bigger of a fish. Maybe 14. Nope, I don't think so. Okay. That one we're gonna call out of the pond because there's way too many in here. And there's way too many bass in this thing. That's a bass, that's a keeper. Should be at least. Nope. It's another one we're gonna call out of this pond. Ooh, that's a good one. It's a bigger fish. There we go, keeper. Finally. So I'm talking about skinny, long and skinny. It's like a 15-inch. It should be a lot heavier than what it is. It's a keeper. Oh, jumping out. Well, that's about it. Wasn't very good. I mean, I caught tons of bass. Like, I probably caught 30 fish, 25, 30 fish. 3 keepers. That's how bad this lake is. Reason why I'm going to take a few out of here over the cold period, now until probably April. I'm not taking tons and tons out, but I'll take a few out for sure. I'm gonna weigh my couple fish, see how much I got. See how much this bucket weighs. I just weigh the bucket, and then I tear it, or I don't know, that's not the right way, but I subtract the weight on the scale. The scale automatically will do that if you hit a button on it. Some scales don't do that, so you just got to subtract the weight yourself. That's so it can be accurate. But I'm gonna take a couple fish out, see how much they weigh. See, gotta figure out which ones are the keepers. That I believe would be one. 14. That would, I think, be a 14-incher. Yep, that is number 1, just an average little guy, nothing crazy. There's my other, there's number 2. Where would number 3 be? Soaked. He jumped out. Yep, he did. That's a skinny fish. There would be number 3, skinny guy. That's why we're taking fish out of here, is because how skinny they are. I'm sure ain't no more keepers here. None of those were keepers. So, and the scale shut off. So now we have to just subtract the weight. So just take 2.35 off, of course, because the scale's annoying like that. I don't really like this scale very much, but let's see how much it weighs. Math. 341. That's what those 3 fish weigh. Nothing too crazy. Just a couple little guys. Nothing crazy. But that's about it. Let them go. Yeah, they're biting. Mostly finesse stuff today because the weather was not very good for moving baits. Caught a couple on jerkbait that weren't keepers, but it was tough today. Tough to catch keepers, I mean, but hopefully we get some, come out here on a day where the weather isn't nearly as nice and catch 7 pounds. I'm gonna come out here and do these until I get my goal of 7 pounds done. And I'll move on to something else. Might go out to the big fish lake. Maybe catch panfish out there and big bass, and then maybe come back out here. Maybe catch giant bluegills out here, but maybe even trout and steelhead and salmon, but who knows. But that's about it. It's getting dark, probably can't see me. This is probably worthless, but we'll see you next video. I don't know where it is, probably back out here to do this again, but see you later.